All right, welcome back to the It's My Turn podcast. I'm your host, Myron Turner. I actually am super excited about today. Today is a very special guest, very, very, very special guest. This is a guy that has literally been in my life, my entire life. This is a person I look up to, I have always looked up to for a while. Literally wore his clothes for a good chunk of my life, still wearing shoes that he gave me present day. And I'm almost 40, still wearing this guy's clothes, which lets you know how much of an impact this guy's had on my life. Um, this is an amazing father, an amazing brother, of course, an amazing son, an amazing a lot. He's a mentor to a lot of people. He's a jack of all trades. Honestly, man, there's so many things I can say about this person, but please welcome my older brother, Michael Nathaniel Turner II, to the It's My Turn podcast. My big brother's on the show, finally. Finally.
Yo, what am?
Then took forever to make this happen, man. Took
That is
forever.
true.
I can't believe I had Chastity before I had you.
Yeah, I
That's
know, right?
that's 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 crazy, man, because Chastity literally travels all over the world. And I
Yeah,
couldn't get
yeah,
you for 5 minutes. We've been trying to do. Y'all don't understand. Like for everyone that's been following this. Oh, big shout out to everybody that has been following this podcast um in its infancy stages. We are in them very much. This is only episode 10, and I already got a few listeners in South Africa, a few listeners in the US, and also most of my listeners are here in New Zealand. I'm based in New Zealand. And it's a little tiny small amount of people in the UK listening as well. So thank you for all of y'all showing the support.
that's what's
But
up.
this has been hard to get my brother. I've gotten people of all walks of life and a lot of stories that we've told. This episode is called It's My Turn to Chase My Dreams. Now a lot of people can definitely relate to this, and it's one of those topics that like we we don't talk about enough, but at the same time we talk about too much because there's a lot of oversaturated information out there on the internet where everyone's saying this and this and that. I just feel like this podcast is different because I want to hone in on mindset shift, and
Right.
I want to talk to people who have a story to tell about mindset shift. And I've been watching this guy my whole life, and I have had a front row seat to different times in his life where he had to change his mind on numerous occasions, whether it be relationally, whether it be financially, whether it be a lot. So this could be a really cool episode because I got for the first time I actually have eyewitness account of mindset shifts in an individual. Everybody else I've had in this podcast, I had to just listen to them tell me stuff and I had to just imagine. But for this guy, I actually had a lot of front row seat views to see stuff like that. So yeah, why don't you go ahead and do a second introduction to yourself if you want to, Mike? Because I said enough, but I'm pretty sure you can say something too.
I'm not really big on introductions, man. I'm just a humble individual, walking in the direction that I'm supposed to walk in, man. I don't really have too many accolades. Like you said, I'm a father, a brother, a friend, a mentor. And that's just really it, man. I'm just a man of life, a man of life.
Yeah. So Mike about 60 years old. I know he looks young. He me we call him Hollywood. Me and my younger brother. We got another brother, Mario. Shout out to Mario. We call him Hollywood. This Hollywood right here. And we'll get into why we call him Hollywood because everybody
Yeah,
know him. But he not 60. I'm just joking. He's actually we're all 4 years apart, the
yeah,
three of us. I'm about to be 40 this year. I can't believe
yep,
that. Um, but
yep.
yeah, we up there. But man, like I feel like we could really go. There's so many different ways we can go down this track. Like I'm trying to in
Right.
my mind, I'm like, man, there's so many different things we could talk about. But like that's what I told you before we started recording. I need to look at some notes. Back in the Emmanuel days, and you got the little thing in front of you, a chapel. I need to look down and read it and make
Yeah,
sure I'm saying the right thing because
yeah,
Reverend
for
Linder is
sure,
looking at
for
us.
sure. Daughter, for sure,
If you know, you
for
know. Those
sure.
you know. Some people are like, "Who's Reverend Linder?"
Yeah,
But okay, so chasing your dreams. All right, I guess we would need to kind of backtrack. When I start these podcasts, I always try to figure out what is a way we can give a a good bird's eye view of who you are as an individual. I know who you are, obviously, but
Hmm.
could you please help the audience understand who you are as an individual? You can start from your past experiences and kind of just, you know, segue into other things from there, and what led you to this point of where you feel like you need to chase your dreams.
So a little backstory, man. I'm a man of I'm a man of happiness. You know what I mean? Like I like to see people smile. I like to make people happy. Um, Even if it's in their darkest times, man, I find a way to give them my all, to give them just a small piece of me, that'll lighten up their day. You know, that could be just from a conversation, that could be from a fist bump. You know what I mean? Anything can change someone's life. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And this podcast, this title, chasing your dreams, is huge for me because that's what I do. I'm chasing my dream right now, and I try to get people that I work with, like this young lady, for instance, who I'm working with. I work for an airline, right? And the airline that I work for, I'm a trainer. So I train people to do the job. I train people to load the planes. I train people to, do different things within the company. But this young lady, when I met her, she wanted to come to work every day with the ski mask on. And I'm telling her, like, there's no reason for that.
You talking about the
Like, you never,
shiesties?
the shiesties, bro. So I'm like, but it's like every day. Now, mind you, the young lady, she's a younger individual. She's not even 21 yet. And I'm just like, why do you have that on? Oh, you never know who you're gonna run into. You're gonna run into yourself if you keep that damn thing on. Like, take it off. But needless to say, when she came into the job, she was very angry. She was very standoffish. She wanted nothing to do with anybody within the company. And I changed her mindset so crazy. Like this young lady walks around the airport now without a mask on, the biggest smile on her face. She praises me every day for helping her turn her life around. And that's big for me, man. That's big for me. Just helping that one person, change your life. That's all I'm about. Changing one person
Why
one
would
step
she?
at a
Well,
time.
what did you? Okay, what was her reasoning for wearing a shiesty to work every day?
She, you know what? She just came from that street life. She had that street life mentality of like, I gotta wear this because I did dirt. You know what I mean? And again, she's only 19, 20 years old. So I guess she's done so much dirt in her life that she had to protect herself at all costs. Even at a blue collar job, I gotta put this on and hide from somebody. But now, like I say, she don't wear it at all, bro. She walks around smiling. She's praising me every day. Thank you. You're a big brother to me, and that's just the joy that I get out of this, man. Someone sees me as their big brother, a mentor. Like you said earlier on. So
Speaking of accessories, want to tell us about the hat? I see. I can't really see the full logo. What is that? What's
Oh,
the?
yeah, it's called Him. It's a brand that, one of my good coworkers who I see as a mentor, who I look up to within the company that I work for. And the brand is called Him. You can find them on Instagram, Facebook, and the meaning behind Him, it's just basically saying walking in your purpose as a man. You know what I mean? That could be a father, that could be a pastor, that could be an actor, whatever it may be. You just make sure that you are him when you do it. So I rock this every chance I get, man, to remind myself who I am and why I'm doing this.
That's what's up. Now tell me, what is exactly your dream? Now this is good also for learning for me because I've seen you dabble into so many things over the years. I'm like, I don't know exactly
Yeah.
what he's chasing. I know what direction he's going into, but if you put a
Yeah.
label on it, what exactly is your dream?
Uh, if I could sum it up in the simplest of form, it would be saving lives, right? And I say saving lives because I started my journey as a firefighter. And that right there took me to saving lives. I've had so many saves within my career as a firefighter.
Hmm.
I have the second highest medal in the state of Illinois for saving one of our guys. Um, and then from there, I learned from you. I learned from you as you took on your journey as a minister.
Hmm.
You took on your journey as a minister, saving lives. You wanted to reach the youth. You know what I mean? So I used to reach the youth all the time, and my brothers. You know what I mean? My how can I say this? My example of life, my brothers followed. No matter what I did, I knew they were going to come right behind me and do. So I just want to save people's lives, man, as much as I can, put smiles on people's faces. And in that, that path of life, it took me to becoming a DJ. I used to go to the club as a youngster every Thursday, every Friday, every Saturday. And I used to just watch the DJs, man, and watch how they change people's lives, because you never know how people came to the club. They could have had
Mm-hmm.
something going on in their head,
100%.
you know what I mean? And then when they hear the music that the DJ is playing, their whole mentality shifts. So what happened was I met a DJ in the club. His name is DJ Sean Mack out of Chicago, one of my favorite DJs, right? So I asked him and I said, "Hey man, you mind if I stand by the DJ booth and watch you?" He said, "No problem, young brother." So I don't even know if we were the same age. I don't even know. But long story short, I said, how do you do this? How do you become who you are?" And he said, "The key to this is watching the greats to become great."
Yeah.
So I take that with me with everything I do, man. And even when I see Sean Mac now performing and DJing, I always go to his DJ booth and I tell him, "You put this in me. You told me in order to become great, I have to watch the greats." And I've been watching DJ Sean Mac for so many years. So having said that, I also DJ. So I've been doing
Okay,
the
so
DJ thing for a
let's
little
park the
while.
car right here because let's just name it off. Bullet point all the things that this guy does. Don't get the Panther shirt confused, and I don't let the Panther shirt confuse you. This guy is not just some guy sitting at home. Don't let the pillows confuse you. He just happened to be
For
laying in the
sure.
bed right now. He
For
he
sure.
very rarely sleeps.
For sure.
But I'm saying like, okay, DJ,
Yeah.
actor, firefighter,
Right, right,
Power Ranger, uh,
right. I was a barber at one point. I was a
barber.
barber. I used to cut my brother's hair all the time. You know what I mean? Cause
Yes.
my dad used to cut our hair, and we was
Bro,
like,
don't
"Yo,
go there. Hold on. That's a whole nother
yo,
podcast in
oh,
itself. That's a trigger point right there.
that right there made me want to become a barber to change someone's life. He cannot
Man,
keep doing this to people.
man, he
He
changed our
cannot keep doing
life.
this to people. He definitely did, yo. We got to find a way to put that picture on, like put it right here as we talk about
Nigga,
that on
the
on the next
next
podcast, though.
the next movie that Jordan Peele make, next horror movie should be about our dad
Yeah.
cutting our hair. That's a
Oh, it was
horror movie.
terrible.
That's a horror movie. Like, oh yeah, y'all got to go to church. It's a banquet today.
Uh,
Okay, okay, y'all
it
come
was
down, get your
terrible.
hair done. Come downstairs, get your hair cut. Pull that
It was
bowl
terrible.
out. What
It
y'all
was
know about? If you
terrible.
never got a haircut with a bowl, you have not experienced life at
Yo,
its
my
lowest.
my my part my part was like this thick, bro. Like this thick, man. Crazy work.
You know,
Crazy work, man.
our dad was doing it out of love, and we appreciate you, Dad, what you did. We appreciate what you were trying to do.
I
But
don't know, bro.
you
I
are a
don't
man
know.
of many talents. Michael
Yeah,
Turner Sr., if you're listening to this, you're a man of many talents.
for sure.
Haircut name one.
It
Haircut
ain't
name
one of them,
one. It
dog.
ain't one
I'm
of them,
glad. I'm
man.
glad you stopped.
It's not. He retired. You know what the thing is? We grew up in the
Yeah,
90s in the midst of the Bulls saga. So when
yeah.
Michael Jordan was playing, that's probably what it was. He was just like everyone was drunk on
Everybody should
Jordan.
be bald. Everybody should be bald headed.
Everybody need to be bald. Everybody need to be bald.
It was bad.
We was drunk
Uh,
on Jordan, man. Like he wanted three little Jordans running around. Like that's exactly what it looked like.
I
Three
almost want to
little
open
Jordans.
up my phone and pull up this picture, man, so that the world can see how bad. But nonetheless. So I got many things, but right now my current dream that I'm chasing is to become an actor. I
Right.
love performing. I love again putting those smiles on people's faces. And shout out to my big cousin, KN. She was actually the first one to put me in a play, in her
Hey
stage play.
KN, cousin
You know what I
K.
mean? She was the first one. And I used to beg her, please, 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 right? She finally gave me this opportunity in 2018. And in 2018, she brought me in as an understudy. And the understudy is a person who's you have the part, but you have the part only if something happens to that other person that's in front of you.
I thought you were about to say the Undertaker.
Luckily, no. Luckily, something happened to that person, not in a bad way. Something happened to that individual where I had
Right.
to take over, and I became the star of the show, the lead role, right? And I did so well. And this show was out in Minnesota. The name of the play was called "You Took Me with You," based on a true story. And I took on the lead role as a father. Myself and KN, we were in the play together. And when I got done, The audience comes down, they greet you, tell you how well you did. And the lady said, "I'm glad you got your family back." And I said, "Well, ma'am, this wasn't my story." And that's how a good of a job I did.
Yeah,
I
that's how
took
believable
I,
you were as the
you know what I
character.
mean? Like, but like you said, man, I was a LeBron James a lion back in the day. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I lied so good. Like I was believing the lies. You know what I mean? Like I used to fall down the stairs on purpose. So that I used to think I was hurt.
See,
You
he
know what
didn't
I'm
turn this
saying?
into
But
a career for all y'all liars out there. I'm not
man,
endorsing lying, but I'm saying if you're good at it, might as well get paid for it.
yeah, if you good at lying, bro. Let me tell y'all something. The world. I used to fall down the stairs on purpose. And I used to believe that I was hurt. 16 stairs. I used to fall down, and then the landing was here. You got four more to go, and I would stop, address, look
Uh,
at the situation like that's not done, and I would continue to fall. Like you got to believe what you're doing, people. You know what I mean?
my
If you
brother
don't believe
actually
it, no one
lost.
else will.
My brother lost half of his childhood on punishment for lying in school. He
Yeah,
lied to the teachers. He lied to our
yeah,
parents a
yeah,
lot. He
yeah,
lied a lot. He lied so much that
yeah,
I was taking care of his friends full
yeah.
time because he couldn't have a social life with his friends because our parents wouldn't allow it.
Nah,
He was always on punishment. Like
yeah,
once a year, every 3 months, maybe
yeah.
he can look out the window, but like he
No,
was
no, no.
not
I was looking
allowed.
at the mailbox.
Looking at the
I was
mail.
playing tag. I was playing tag with my friends through the mailbox, yo. That's how bad it. That's how bad it was. Yo, he behind the car. Get him. Yeah, that's how bad it was.
hey,
That's
hey,
how bad it was.
bro, it was, but yeah.
Yeah, that's how bad it was. But I say that to say, man, Lion, it got me to where I am, and I'm able to play different characters. So shout out to Kay, who for putting me in that play, and then shout out to Jeremy Earl, who gave me my first starring role in his one of his independent films.
Mm.
You know what I mean? So Jeremy Earl, shout out to you. We went to
What's the
high
name of
school
that
together.
film?
That film is called The Traveler. The Traveler. You can find it on YouTube under Bionity Entertainment.
What
Yeah,
what
Bionity Entertainment.
could you name a few of maybe the noteworthy ones that'd be easily Googled as far as some of the acting work you've done, whether it was extra work or non-extra work?
Oh, let's see. So like I said, there's Markham Tactical. There's The Traveler. You can find both of those under Bionity Entertainment. Again, shout out to Jeremy Earl. Um, the TV series The Shy.
The Shy, yeah.
I was in season 4 of The Shy as an extra. I was a lawyer. And I did a great job. The guy got off. I was phenomenal at that. I did that great. The Shy, there was Force, all based here in Chicago.
So the
61st
firefighter
Street.
short, the
Oh,
firefighter show as well.
what is that? A Chicago Fire.
Chicago Fire.
That was huge. 61st Street was my last big season or production that I did that was also based out of Chicago. And then currently working on a stage play. So
So
I
tell
got
us
some
about the
things
new
in the works.
the recent one you did that was cornered.
Oh yeah.
So people need
Yeah.
to hear about cornered because obviously that was affecting a lot of people emotionally
Yeah.
in a good way as well.
Cornered X was the name of the play. Shout out to Tyrone Tapler. You can check him out on YouTube, Ty Productions or Ty Visions. I think that's what it is, Ty Visions, and you can see all of our work there on YouTube. But that play was Cornered X, and in that play, there were many different stories, right? But my particular story was a pastor, and within the story of Cornered X, it basically was showing people how your dark shadow follows you no matter what you're
Right.
going through in life. Everyone has a dark shadow that's waiting to pounce on you at a given moment. So I played a pastor who had a dark secret to tell, and that dark secret was very dark, very
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 dark.
dark, man, very
Yeah.
dark secret. My
Don't tell
brother was
us
kind
too
of
much.
yeah, my brother was kind of like, I don't know about this one, bro. It's very
The
demonic. Like, I'm
dark.
like, nah, it's not that, bro. It's not that. But Cornered X is a wonderful production, and right now we're working on Cornered X the series. So there are going to be mini series coming out for Cornered X.
That topic actually is a great segue into my next question. So, what was happening in your life at the time when you decided, okay, this is where I'm going to do the exact shift. Like this is where I'm going to say I want more for my life.
Mm,
What was it that caused the mindset shift to say, okay, I want more for my life this is the direction I'm going to go in. And I guess that's part two of that question will be, what was the exact moment you decided I can do this in spite of the obstacles in front of you? So you obviously dealing with a lot of shadows yourself as a person. Like I
Yeah.
said, I've seen you overcome a few things, but I've never talked to you about what you needed to do as a man to get through those things. So what are those things that decide, or that made you decide, okay, enough is enough. I'm going to pursue this.
Watching my children grow. I have 4 kids, and just seeing them grow and becoming the individuals that they are, right? So a lot of them have taken on things that I've done in life, whether it's sports. Well, I tell you that it's all sports. All of my kids are
Yeah,
very phenomenal in the sports that they do. There's basketball, football, baseball, dancing. And for me and my family, I'm married. You know what I mean, of 10 years. So I just wanted to give my family more, and I know that my talents can take me there. So that shift really changed for me, man. Just watching my kids grow and appreciating my craft. So they all help me
yeah,
with lines, and my daughter's my camera woman. She takes
yeah, yeah, yeah,
takes care of
yeah.
my editing and everything. So it's a beautiful thing, beautiful
Shout
thing.
out to my
Family,
nieces and nephews, man. Like I love them
it is.
dearly.
Yeah,
They are a few of my favorite people in the whole wide world. Every time I come back to the states, but I just definitely want to give you your flowers now, because as a dad, honestly, bro, you're like you're the one of one. Because like I haven't seen. First of all, like they won't even let this man breathe. Like they
yeah,
literally, he's sitting down eating some chicken nuggets. They gotta have them chicken nuggets too, and they want to eat
yeah,
him too. Like they want to just,
yeah.
like, they have to
Pause.
consume. Like pause, quote pause.
Yeah,
But they
yeah,
have to consume him. I'm saying consume him as a person. Like they just really love their dad, and it's just really cool to
yeah,
see that, especially nowadays when so many people have fatherless homes, or they have
yeah,
a father in the home who is emotionally absent. Well, Mike is not like that. He literally is making sure he's a part of every hour of their life, everything that's going on
yeah.
in their life, and he don't let a day go by without letting them know that they're loved and cherished and valued. So
For
it's
sure.
really cool, man. It's really cool to see. So definitely miss my nieces and nephews, but yes, that's really, I can relate to that. It's hard to push as a man sometimes, but when you look
Mm.
at them little ones and you know that they can relate, they rely on you, literally rely on you. You
Yeah,
get
for
a
sure.
whole different fire to come up. I got three myself, and
For sure.
it's a whole different fire that when you look at those little ones, you're like, man, and you think about what you grew up with that you don't want them to have. You got to eat the
Facts.
meat, spit out the bones. I mean,
Facts.
realistically, we
Facts.
we have loving parents, but we didn't grow up in a perfect home either. So we
Right.
didn't want them to grow up with some of the things that we grew up with. So
Right.
it's like that
Right.
extra push. It is the extra push to say, okay, I had this, but I want you to have a little bit more. I
Yeah, for
had that,
sure.
but I want you to have a little bit better. And it is
For
it is
sure.
a good push. But was there anything in particular like that was happening in your life at the time? Because some people, I'm only asking that question because some people they need a a certain specific event that pushes them to be better. Um, okay, I'm just gonna ask. I mean, I hope this is okay for me to ask, but like like I said, I was able to eyewitness a lot of your shifts, and
Yeah.
I remember one time in your life where things got hard financially, and
Yeah.
yeah, it was a day. I can I can edit this out if you don't want it, but there was a day where your car got repossessed,
Yeah.
um,
Yeah.
and I saw you at a really, 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 really low, vulnerable state. It wasn't
Yeah.
just about the car. I think it was what the car represented. It was almost like
Yeah.
somebody was towing your whole life away.
Yeah.
The way you
Yeah.
responded to it, and I was like, I didn't know what to do. As guys, we don't really, you know, be
Share
cuddling each
that. Share
other.
that emotion. Facts.
So
Facts.
I'm just looking at you with
Facts.
my hands in my pocket, and low key, I just went in the house and had a snack. I should have did. So I just went inside, had a nutty buddy. Pause. I just
Yeah. Um. That's a very pivotal moment in my life, where where you had to make a change. Like, what are you gonna do different? You know what
mm,
I'm saying? And when my car got repossessed, I had just started working for this airline, right? I started working for this airline. I'm not gonna put it out there who I worked for, but I started working for this airline and my car got repossessed. And I remember not making a lot of money because when I first started, man, I was $11 an hour, right? And that was back then. I mean, money was cool for $11 an hour, but you can't survive on that right now, right? So when I started that over 10 years ago, it wasn't enough to keep my family afloat,
Right.
right? You had the wife, you had the kids. Um, I was living outside of my means, trying to keep up with the Joneses, right? Because that's what you wanted to do. You wanted to make sure no one saw you suffer. And when my car got repossessed, man, I thought I was, trying to pay my bills and live life and take care of everything. But I remember being in the shower, and my car was there before I got in the shower. And I remember being in the shower, and Shay came in and she's like, "Hey, your car gone." And I was just like, man, now what? You know what I'm saying? So at that moment, I knew that I had to make some changes in my life for sure, for sure.
Yeah, and I think that's what, like for me, from what I saw, that is when a lot of the positive shifts happen. Like
Yeah,
you just start moving different,
had
and
to,
you
got to.
also, and I hope if you don't want me to say this, I can edit it out later. I also noticed you start changing your crowd. Like
Hmm.
that was a big difference. I stopped seeing. I wish I could say their names, but I ain't gonna say their names. But I stopped seeing certain people that you were
Yeah,
hanging out with as much. They still
yeah,
came around every now and then, but I stopped seeing
yeah,
them as much. And
yeah,
and then you got to a point where you went from a man who was always around a certain amount of people to a man who was happy to be by himself. And
yeah.
like that was a huge shift.
Yeah. Your circle really makes you. If that makes sense, like you have people in your circle that are yes men. You know what I mean? Like you could be doing the to you, like you and your circle, you could be doing the best thing in the world. Like you could be, a comedic genius to you and your circle. But if you don't have the right people around you to tell you, like, hey, bro, that ain't it. You know what I'm saying? So, um, changing that circle made a big difference for sure. I still love those guys. You know what I mean? No matter what, but you have to change the crowd that you hang around for sure.
Yeah, birds of a feather flock together is
Yeah,
real.
yeah,
Um, another one of the one liners that I heard my dad say. He's got a whole bunch of them. I
yeah,
still use them when I call him now. It was funny listening to him. It's funny listening to him now, but back then they were just irritating to hear over and over again. He
yeah,
say stuff. Use your head more than a hat rack. All that type of stuff.
yeah.
But as
What does
adults,
that even mean as a child?
actually,
What are you talking about?
use your head more than it means think. It means think.
Yeah, I know, but as a kid, you like, what? What are you talking about? Shut up. Yeah,
it
shut
was
up.
it was all these things, man. But like, I don't know. It's a lot of stuff that he taught us that didn't really mean to be a lesson, but it was like the Briar's ice
Yeah,
cream, the
yeah.
Briar's
Or the
ice
orange
cream,
juice, or the
the
orange
orange
juice,
juice.
or the bacon, or the sausage, or the cutting of the grass, or shoveling the snow when there's no snow. Like there are so many life lessons that we still
Shoveling
talk.
on the snow when there's no snow.
What are you talking about? Get out there and shovel. It's 2 a.m. What are you talking about? It's 45 degrees out there. But dude, it,
Climbing up to the roof, getting them leaves out the gutter.
give them the leaves out the
We
gutter.
don't We're
Like,
not certified to work at heights for children.
what are we doing? I'm freaking 9, bro. Why am I on this ladder? Digging out of the gutters, bro.
but
Like,
it's
remember we used to
but
just, dog, we
but
went
it
through
gave
some
us work
trauma.
ethic. It
Well,
gave
it
us
did.
work ethic though.
It
It
did.
gave
It
us
did. Think about
because
it. Think about it. Think about it. Our chores. When we used to do chores around the crib, like we used to half-ass our chores, right? But now, as an adult, you're like, man, that's not clean.
yeah.
What is that? Get back in there. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I used to mop but didn't sweep. You know what I'm saying? I just take the mop
Yeah,
and
I
be like
remember
this.
that.
Sweep and mop at the same
But
time. It's
like it's
crazy.
Fruit Loops. Are you mopping the Fruit Loops up too? What are you
Why
doing?
not? Why not? But now I make sure my daughter does it the correct way
Yeah.
because that's a life lesson learned. Like, you know what I'm saying?
He was
Why are you
hard on us.
half-assing it, man? Yeah,
People
yeah,
think Joe Jackson was hard. Now they ain't never met Mike Turner like Joe
bro.
Jackson. I wish we
Bro,
had Joe Jackson.
I'm actually still scared of belts right now. Like you know that little jingling noise on the belt. Like I when I put my belt on, I make sure I hold that little thing so it
Bro,
doesn't make the noise. It used to scare the
you
hell
gotta
out of
hold the
me, bro.
buckle.
Man, for real, bro. This key coming. Oh my god, it's
But
crazy, bro.
it's the running down the stairs with his hand balled up for me. When he used to run down
Who?
the stairs, Dad, when he's running down the stairs like somebody was chasing him,
Oh man,
and
yeah,
then
he
he'd be like,
still do that.
"You good?" He'd be like, "Yeah."
He still do that. What are you doing, guys?
But
Yeah,
it's
bro.
he he taught us life lessons, bro. It was life
Yeah,
lessons because I think that bar none, being around even some of the guys that I know right now and I work with, they don't have any work ethic. It's always
yeah,
me. I'm the guy people pass the ball to, and I'm the guy as far as work and in a work off in an office setting because I work in recruitment. Like I done built a name for myself as that
yeah,
dog. Like everybody knows who I am. When I left the certain industry, came back from the technology industry and came back to this industry, like it shot ripples effect to the previous company that I worked for because like it was like people like it's like the Undertaker. People like it's like the Undertaker gone came off, like because
yeah.
I that work ethic. No one wants to work with me, even when I work out and I do exercise with people. No one want to work out next to me because I work too hard. I'm
Yeah.
like nobody,
I
and I
was
think that came from my dad. Like as hard as he was on us, it's that work ethic
I
is there.
I was hoping that's where you were going with that because I would never pass you the ball. I'm just being honest.
Oh, look,
I
I was gonna say
I
when
would
you
never.
No, I was gonna say when you mentioned about where I went, my brothers followed. I was thinking about you playing basketball, and I was like, yeah, I tried to follow it. It didn't go too well. That's still
It did
something.
not.
That's still something I don't do because I can't
Oh my
catch. Still, I
god.
can't. My
Oh
hand eye
my god.
coordination is still trash. I
Terrible.
still can't play basketball. I still can't catch a football from a distance. It's embarrassing, man. People see me like,
You try to play
oh.
catch with your nephew, and you was like, bro, what are you doing? Why are you throwing so hard? Like
Let
you
me
was
tell you.
upset.
Let me tell you the story that you'll probably enjoy. Here in New Zealand, right? There's people. There's a big basketball following here, and anytime someone see a black person, i.e., an African American black person, they just assume that guy knows how to play basketball. So one
Yeah.
day we were at a park, and it was me and this other guy that I work with, and
Terrible.
we were doing one on one,
Terrible.
and we were just playing around, and this daughter is walking by, 2 year old daughter. She
And
must
he
like
tried to
basketball
show
too.
off.
No, 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 no. Even
Golly.
worse, even worse. He stops his whole day. He got ice cream for the little girl. Sits the little girl down. They sit down. They thinking they about to get a show. They think they about to get a show. And this guy, yeah. She sit the little girl down, and then me and him start playing. And tell me why I airball 6 times in a row. I was shot over the backboard.
And he used to make that noise too. Ah,
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 ah.
ah.
Hey, I shot over the backboard.
What are you
Like,
doing?
and then he got up. He took his little girl, picked her up, and they just walked away. Like, oh, I'm
As he
sorry.
should.
I
As
thought this
he
was gonna be
should.
something else. I
Yeah,
thought
you
all these black people can play
okay.
basketball, but they can't. Not
Nah,
everybody.
now I gotta come out there and redeem you, bro, because
You can't
I don't
redeem
want
me,
them to do
man.
that.
I
That's
completely
terrible.
I embarrassed him and his daughter.
That's
Um,
terrible.
I embarrassed all black people in all of America that day. Like
That's terrible. That's terrible.
it was terrible. But anyway, circling
It's
back
okay.
to our topic. See, I told you I need help staying on topic.
It's all
So
good.
you're an aspiring actor. I can't even say aspiring anymore because you are in a lot of productions already. And I think that
Yeah.
the newest one is actually, I don't know what I'm allowed to say, but it's actually some other cool things happening with the newest one with Corner.
Yeah. So well, the next production that we're doing right now is called Nowhere to Call Home. And within this stage play, the story follows a young girl by the name of Camille, who goes through so many traumas within the foster care system. And this is also based on a true story. And it just takes you through the life of Camille as she goes through her not even ups, it's just all downs, right? And then throughout the story, she finds that one up of hope, but then it's what I'm saying, it's just snatched away from her. So you get to see you get to see
Mm,
a lot of different pieces of that, and my character, um my character is a how can I say this safely?
Okay.
My character is a danger to the community. Let's just say that. My character is a danger to the community. Let's just say that. But it gets really, really good. This is a outstanding production. We actually got rehearsal tomorrow, and we're actually filming on Sunday. So yeah, I don't rest. But yeah, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be phenomenal.
Okay, circling back to the motivation stuff and the mindset stuff.
Hmm.
You've already talked about who motivates you. That would be your children, and that's why you
Yeah,
do what you do. That they're the reason why you get up out the bed in the morning and still working two jobs technically.
yeah, for
Yes,
sure. I mean, if you say if you consider acting, a job,
I
yes. But then
do.
I have
They're paying you for it, ain't they?
yeah, for sure, for sure,
That's two jobs. There's at least two jobs you're doing. So I guess
for sure.
the going back to the mindset stuff. Um, what would you? Um, how do I say this? What would you say to someone who feels trapped in the cycle, that they feel like their dreams are out of reach? These are for mostly people who feel like time has eluded them. They've 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 gotten older, like they've gotten to the point where like they like us, they in their 40s and they feel like, man, it's too late for me to be chasing all that. It's too late for me to do
Mm,
that. Unless they chasing the dream to get in the NFL, their dream should still be attainable. So what would you say to them
hmm.
if they feel like it's too late for me to chase my dreams?
It's never too late, man. As long as you keep God first and pray, your dream is never too far fetched. You know
Amen.
what I mean? You just keep reaching, keep praying and asking God for the things that you want in your life. I'm not a big spiritual guy, but I do know with prayer comes change. So that's something that my brother, put in me. Pause. That praying will get me what I want in life. So shout out to my brothers, and shout out to my one of my good friends, Jermaine Davis, man. You know, he's there for me anytime I need him, bro. I'll be going through some of the hardest times in life, and Jermaine always finds a scripture for me. Always finds a
Spoiler,
scripture.
spoiler. I've been talking
Always
to
has it.
Jermaine. I've been talking to Jermaine. He up next.
That's
He
my
on deck.
dog.
He on deck
That's
for this
my dog,
podcast. I
man.
can't wait to get Jermaine on. He another guy that's hard to track down because of scheduling.
That's my dog. That's my dog, man. For real. Even when I say that when I was struggling financially, I would never ever tell anybody, never tell anybody. But Jermaine always found it in his mind, in his heart, in his body, in his spirit to say, "Hey, bro, we not that. Whenever you need something, you know what I'm saying. We as men will always hide our feelings, right?
Yeah,
But Jermaine made it comfortable for me to be like, bro, thank you. You know what I'm saying? Whenever I need something, I can call on Jermaine and he'll make it happen for me. He started a prayer line. I don't know if you remember when we did
I
that.
remember. Yes,
We used to have the guys on the call every Monday morning, man. And we would just pray for one another, man. It was one of the changing moments in life.
mm.
You know what I'm saying? We used to bring guys in and they wouldn't even know. I would just spread the word. Hey man, get on this call with us,
Get
man.
on
Get on
this
this
prayer
call.
line. Yep.
And we would just pray, man. We would shoot a scripture. We would talk about the scripture, and then we would just pray. We would have everybody actually would pray. You know what I'm saying? And it would be the most week changing thing for you, bro, because you starting your week off with a strong prayer
Yep.
with guys that you don't even know, your brothers. You know what I'm saying? So it was a beautiful thing, man. So shout out to my boy Jermaine Davis, man. I'm looking forward to your podcast interview, brother.
It's coming, man. I'm trying to get on. He all the way in Arizona, so I'm
Yeah,
trying to figure out a
yeah,
way to make it happen. But I'm
yeah.
connecting. I'm trying to make it happen, man. But
That's my brother, man.
yeah. Any closing thoughts to the listeners? And I will get your social handles on there if you want to follow my brother on social media and see all that stuff. He is active on social
Yeah,
media. He may
yeah, for
not be a
sure,
podcaster, but he is active on social
for
media and you see
sure.
his stuff. So I'll get his social handles and stuff. But do you have any closing words for the listeners today who may be inspired to chase their dreams in 2026?
Just like the title says, man, it's my turn to chase my dreams. Never give up on your dreams. Never give up. If I would have gave up on my dreams, man, my kids wouldn't have what they have today. So never give up, man. Keep running, keep chasing, keep striving to be the best individual that you can be. And always remember, man, in the book of Proverbs, chapter 22, verse 6, the book says, train up a child in the way he should go, and when he is old, he should not depart from it. So always remember that, man. Take that with you in every step and every way that you go in life.
Amen. Amen. Oh man, that's good. Quoting scripture and stuff, man. I'm proud of you. It come a long way. I can give a whole I can go a whole another podcast on how far he's come to quote a
Oh
scripture.
man,
Like
yeah, y'all don't even know, man. Y'all don't even know.
it's a whole bunch of stuff. If you know, you know. Those who know
Yeah,
him, if you know, you know. All right, man. I love
yeah,
you, bro. I'm gonna go ahead and let you get up out of here. I know you're busy and stuff, but yeah, man. Appreciate you coming on the podcast. We can do a part two. I think Chastity want to do a part two too. You know, it'd be cool if we did like a group one, like all of us on there
mm,
together. Like
yeah.
that'd be even better because this platform allows me to do up to 6 people at once.
Oh, that'd be
So
crazy. Yeah,
that'll
that'd be
be
crazy.
yeah. We should do one. We should have that on. We should have that on talking.
Uh, yeah, okay. Just get him coming down the stairs. Yeah, yeah. That's
Okay.
crazy, man. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, it's gonna be it's cool, man. No, but it's great to see you doing your thing, man, with the podcast, man. I know we talked about many different things in life that you were trying to do, products, books, and if you knew the world is if you knew what he went through as a child, being a second child, you know what I mean? They say the middle child always has it the worst. Yeah, man. Like, bro came a long way. He used to think we was running from him. You know what I mean? Like we'd be walking as slow as possible. Why are you running from me? Like, what are you talking
It
about? Calm down. But yeah, it's
was
good to see,
triggering.
man. It's good to see. It's good to see, man, for sure, for sure.
Yeah, it's good, man. But let's make it even better. Let's make it better. All right. I'm gonna let you go. Thank you once again for all the listeners. This is the It's My Turn podcast with Myron Turner. And today you met my big bro.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. And there's much more cool guests coming up, a lot of cool stuff coming up, more cool topics. I'm gonna try to do 5 more episodes before we cap off the season. And that's it. I'll see y'all next time.
Peace. Thanks for having me, dog.